Advaita Gadadara Shiva Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 8, Text 78. Adharam Mahad Adinam
Adharam Mahat Adhinam
Pradhana Purusheshwaram
Pradhana Purusheshwaram
Brahmadharaya Manasya
Brahmadharaya Manasya
Trayo Lokascha Kampire.
Trayalokachakamvire.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When Dhruv Maharaj thus captured the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the refuge of the total material creation, and who is the master of all living entities, the three worlds began to tremble. So here the position of the Supreme Lord is very clearly given. Total refuge of the total material the refuge of the total material creation. Means this entire material creation, people say, oh, it's the universe, it's universal laws, we have different things. But who is it coming from? Clearly mentioned here. It's coming from God. There is a God and the entire material creation belongs to Him. And He's the master of all living entities. He's the Purusha. So in this verse, the particular word Brahma is very significant. Brahman refers to one who not only is the greatest, but has the potency to expand to an unlimited extent. How was it possible for Dhruv Maharaj to capture Brahman within his heart? So now the question is being raised that Dhruv Maharaj captured the Supreme Lord in his heart. So Jiva Goswami is answering this question. He says that the Supreme Lord is unlimited. So how can you capture the unlimited in the heart? The heart is a limited space. So Jiva Goswami is saying that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the origin of Brahman. For since he comprises everything material and spiritual, there cannot be anything greater than he. So we say, yes, Brahman is unlimited, Brahman is, is the spiritual state. But where is this Brahman coming from? Where is the Brahman coming from? It's coming from God. Brahman is the Brahma Jyoti. The Brahma Jyoti is the light coming from the body of Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, also the Supreme Godhead says, I'm the resting place of Brahman. So when Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, I'm the resting place of Brahman, what is he trying to say? That he is the origin of the Brahman. You see, there are so many things we see. It could be in the material world, it could be in the spiritual world. So it's a Brahman, or it's the spiritual planets, or the living entities, either here or in the material world, earth, water, air, fire, ether, anything, everything. Where is everything coming from? Anyone?
Krishna. Everything is coming from Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So when we speak of Brahman, Brahman is also coming from Krishna. Many persons, especially the Mayavadi philosophers, consider Brahman the biggest, all-expanding substance. But according to this verse and other Vedic literatures such as Bhagavad Gita, the resting place of Brahman is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just as the resting place of the sunshine is the sun globe. So Prabhupada is explaining to us, we see sunshine is coming everywhere, sunshine, when it's there everywhere. You just look out, maybe the clouds might be covering the sun, but still it's because of the sunshine that we're able to see. And it's there
Sorry,
everywhere. Now, where's the...
Yeah, sorry. So the Brahman is the effulgence, right? coming from
That's
Krishna's body, right? Oh,
yes, yes.
that's what it
And
means.
Prabhupada
Huh?
is saying, I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's what it means, right? Brahman over here.
Yes,
Right.
that's right.
Oh,
Because some people may
nice.
say that the Brahman is the ultimate. The Brahman is, there's nothing else. The Brahman is the origin. But no, Krishna himself is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, and all the Vedic literatures say that Brahman is not the origin of everything. A Brahman is coming from Krishna. So Krishna is the origin of everything. So Prabhupada is giving us a very nice example, saying that sunshine, sunshine. We may say, okay, the sunshine is there, sunshine. But where is the sunshine coming from? It's coming from the sun planet. Srila Jiva Goswami therefore says that since the transcendental form of the Lord is the seed of all greatness, he's the supreme Brahman, the Para-Brahman, that is Krishna. He is the supreme Brahman. We say, okay, even the living entities are Brahman. Yes, we living entities, we are Brahman, but we are not Para-Brahman, only Krishna. Since the Supreme Brahman was situated in the heart of Dhruv Maharaj, he became heavier than the heaviest, and therefore everything trembled in all three worlds and in the spiritual world. So because Dhruv Maharaj, he was controlling his breathing so much that he was taking one breath. We read the other day was one breath in how many days? 12 days or something. And so the earth was trembling. Now what happened is the Supreme Lord who is there in the heart of Dhruv Maharaj became heavier than the heaviest. Krishna can do anything. If he can give the power to some mystic yogis to become heavier than the heaviest, then we can understand that how much power Krishna has. And everything is trembling here is saying not only in the material world, but also in the spiritual world. Wow. Now we may say, but Brahman is unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. Then how can he have a form? How can something unlimited have a form? But when we are saying unlimited, unlimited means there's no limit to what Krishna can do. So if we are saying, oh yeah, Krishna, you're unlimited, but you cannot have a form, then you're putting a limit to him. But he's unlimited. So he can do anything. So of course he has a form. See, that's the meaning of unlimited. So the Mahatattva, or the sum total of the material creation, is to be understood to be the ultimate end of all universes, including all the living entities therein. So we know earlier chapters of Bhagavatam, we read how Mahavishnu is lying down and he glances at the Mahatattva. The Mahatattva means all the ingredients for creation are there, but the creation has not yet happened. It's not yet happened. It's there lying in the dormant state. Brahman is the resort of the Mahatattva, which includes all material and spiritual entities. So what is this? Brahman is the resort of the Mahatattva, which includes all material and spiritual entities. So where is this Mahatattva situated? Where is it? It's in one part of the Brahman. One tiny corner of the Brahman has this dark cloud, which is the Mahatattva. So Brahman is the source, yes, yes. The point to understand is where is Brahman coming from? Brahman is coming from Krishna. It is described in this connection that the Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead, is the master of both Pradhan and Purusha. Now, what is Pradhan? Pradhan means subtle matter such as an ether. Purusha means the spiritual spark, living entities who are entangled in that subtle material creation. So, where is this Mahatattva coming from? It's coming from Krishna. Where are the living entities coming from? We, the living entities, are also coming from Krishna. We are entangled. We are entangled in the material existence. We are spiritual living entities. We are the spirit souls. Then how are we staying here in the material atmosphere? We are entangled by the three modes of nature. The modes are catching us here and keeping us here in this material atmosphere. Actually, we shouldn't be here. So these may also be described as para-prakriti and apara-prakriti, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Para-prakriti and apara. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita that his external energy and the living entities. Krishna, being the controller of both the prakritis, is thus the master of Pradhan and Purusha. So any energy.
Does it mean Paraprakriti is the material world?
Para and apara, yeah.
Right?
Oh, exactly, you want to find out? I
Yeah, I
forget
think
now.
that's what I'm not mistaken.
Prakriti.
It's the material world, I think, right? That is called Para.
Okay, let's see. Apara is the material world. Yeah. Apara is the material world. And para prakriti will be the spiritual living entities.
Purusha.
Purusha is Krishna.
Krishna. Apara Prakriti. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apara prakriti. Apara is the material. And para is the living entity. Apara is the lower energy and para is the superior.
Okay.
So para prakriti is the spiritual one and apara is the material. Is that okay?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So both these energies are coming from Krishna. Both these prakriti is coming from Krishna. When we say energy, this energy, that energy, any energy, when we say energy, means there has to be an energetic. And who is that energetic? Is Krishna. The energy can't be the source. The energy is coming from somewhere. And so where's that energy coming from? Coming from Krishna. In the Vedic hymns also, the Supreme Brahman is described as Anta Pravishta Shasta. This indicates that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is controlling everything and entering into everything. So how is he entering into everything? As what feature?
As the super soul.
That's right. The super soul or Paramatma. That's how he's controlling everything and he's entering everything. The Brahma Samhita 535 further confirms this. Andantarastha Parmanu Chayantarastham. He has entered not only the universes, but even the atom. Parmanu, that is atom. So Krishna has entered even the atom. In Bhagavad Gita 10:42, Krishna also says, Vishta Vyaham idam kritsnam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead controls everything by entering into everything. So in his Paramatma feature, Krishna is controlling everything. He's entered into every atom. So we can see, So who makes the atom move? Do we make the atom move? What do you think?
No.
That's right. It's Krishna.
Krishna.
We may say, but I can move my thermos from one to there. So I'm making this collection of atoms. from one place to another place, so I can move it. What do we say to that? Well, there are two things, two ways we can. I'm sorry?
Yeah, or Krishna is moving, na? It's all by his will, his sanction.
Yeah. We get the desire, then Krishna and the heart Paramatma sends the signal to the demigods. Krishna sanctions the desire, then the demigods help us move it. Also, in another way, we say that because we are parts and parcels of Krishna, Krishna is the supreme controller, and we are tiny controllers. Tiny. So we have very little influence. But we forget that we don't have unlimited influence. We are thinking we have this unlimited control. We don't have that. And why do we want to control is because Krishna is the supreme controller and we are his parts and parcels. So it's a question of mistaken identity. We are mistaking ourselves to be Krishna without realizing our real position. By associating constantly with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his heart, Dhruv Maharaj naturally became equal to the greatest Brahman by his association and thus became the heaviest, and the entire universe trembled. So, what does it mean? Does it mean that Dhruv Maharaj now does not exist anymore and he's become Brahman? No, he's achieved the Brahman platform. He's gotten liberation. He's gotten liberation. He's associating with Krishna, with Paramatma. In conclusion, a person who always concentrates on the transcendental form of Krishna within his heart can very easily strike the whole world with wonder at his activities. So how we can, if we really want to do wonderful activities, what we have to do? We have to always
Engage
think
in devotional
of
service.
yes. Thank you. Yes. Engage in devotional service. This is the perfection of yoga performance as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 6:47. Yogi nam api sarvesham. So in Bhagavad Gita 6:47, now there are so many yogis. There's Gyan Yogi, there's Ashtanga Yogi, there's Bhakti Yogi. Now Krishna is saying, who is the best yogi? Krishna is saying the Bhakti Yogi is the best. Yogi nam api sarvesham. Of all yogis, the Bhakti Yogi, who thinks of Krishna always within his heart and engages in his loving transcendental service, is the topmost. Ordinary yogis can exhibit wonderful material activities known as the Ashta Siddhi, 8 kinds of yogic perfection. But a pure devotee of the Lord can surpass these perfections by performing activities which can make the whole universe tremble. So through the process of yoga, one may acquire these 8 siddhis, the Ashta Siddhi. They are very wonderful. I mean, imagine you just stretch out your hand and you can pick up anything from anywhere in this material universe. You can pick up something from Indralok if you want, or Chandralok, and bring it like that. It's amazing. You can float. You can become lighter than the lightest, and you can go from one planet to another planet so fast. So all these are really wonderful activities, but a pure devotee can perform even more wonderful activities than that. Why? Because still these mystic yogis, this Ashtasiddhi, mystic perfections, these activities are on the material platform, not on the spiritual platform. But the pure devotee, his activities are transcendental. So they're even more wonderful.
Just have one question. Like here we are reading that Dhruv Maharaj, by his devotion, and he accepted Krishna in the heart, then the whole world started trembling. And we have also read that this is due to good, right? But due to bad also, in the sense that when Diti was pregnant by Kashipu and Hiranya. No, if I'm forgetting the names, then with the two sons, then also the earth started trembling. But then there was no God at that time. So how do we look to
At that
that?
time,
Like,
the earth was trembling in fear, no? There were
and then this is
so many
happiness.
horrible things happening.
No, that means that because they both were in the womb, so out of fear the earth was trembling. And here it is trembling due to happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the Dhruv Maharaj.
Yes, that's right. This Dhruv Maharaj is, because he's completely now, he's gotten this realized, he's realized the Lord in his heart. And because of that now, and he's not breathing. He's not breathing, and he's realized the Lord in the heart. So he's become so powerful that the earth is trembling.
I think the air also was stopped, right, in the earth.
Yes.
That's why they were like trembling,
because
and they
he's not
went
breathing,
to
right?
not breathing. That's what. So the air in the material world also stopped. I think there wasn't. So they were trembling. Now, what's going to happen?
Yeah,
Right?
that's why I'm saying that it is out of joy or out of fear.
Joy of who? Or fear of who? You mean
Yeah,
who is? You mean is the earth fearful of Dhruv
yeah, that's
Maharaj?
Yeah.
It's
no, no, no.
okay. Yeah. So this is the power of Dhruv Maharaj now. He's become so powerful. Yeah, it is his power.
So is it the earth fearful that what will happen now, or is it the earth is in joy that, oh, what a great devotee? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Well, they are not saying that here.
Yeah,
Nothing like
okay.
that is mentioned here. But what is mentioned here is to see that how powerful Dhruv Maharaj has become, that he's making the everything tremble, the whole universe tremble.
Hmm.
Hare
That is
Krishna.
what is being said.
Yeah, I think Neha is just trying to know if this tremble is going to scare us, or is it making us happy. I think what it means probably is that this shake and this shift of power and Dhruv probably is bringing perfection, not really any fault. So there won't be any fear, but there will be perfection, and there will be, I mean, something good, of course, from that. I feel that way. I don't know. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So this tremble
Yeah,
would
of
be for
course.
perfection.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And we hear later that how the demigods, they tell to Brahmaji, and then Brahmaji goes to tell Vishnu that, please, that Dhruv has become so powerful, we are unable to breathe.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm trying to understand, that even when Diti was pregnant, everybody, even then the earth was trembling and everybody was worried that, oh my God, it's dark. The omens were really bad at that time too. So I'm just trying to understand the difference between both of these
so you
things.
can see that also when, like, Hiranyakashipu, for example, when he was doing the severe austerities, even he stopped breathing,
Yeah,
right, or something. And
yeah, he
then
stopped breathing.
everybody became, because they have become so powerful. Then the demigods told Brahmaji, and Brahmaji came, and so people get a lot of power when you do austerities. And here the Dhruv Maharaj has become even more powerful than Hiranyakashipu, that the Supreme Lord is coming to him. He's captured the Lord in his heart.
Yeah, he's captured the Lord. Yeah, and at that time Brahmaji came. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, something
Yeah.
wonderful. You know how we just see,
Yes.
yeah,
So
something.
it's even more wonderful than, like, how somebody will say, oh my God, this guy got this, he just pulled up something from thin air. He's picking up something from very far away from another place and bringing it. That's one of the siddhis, right? So now that's one of the powers. So now Dhruv Maharaj, the power he's getting is that the whole earth is trembling. This is what
Yeah.
Prabhupada was trying to explain in the earlier purport. That how powerful a pure devotee can become, or how powerful a pure devotee is, rather.
Mm. Yeah, so that's the difference. Like, because he's a pure devotee and Hiranyaksh is not, Hiranyakashipu is not, and even Diti was not. So then that is only the difference, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
The different, and so the difference in, so Hiranyakashipu, he could not get Lord Krishna. He could not, Krishna didn't come to him. But
Yeah,
here,
that's
Dhruv
right.
Maharaj, Krishna is coming to him.
Okay.
And yeah. And as we read further, it'll get more clarified. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening and joining in. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.